What is up, you guys? TITOBODS here, and today we're going to have our weekly account check or weekly account update. And actually, I have changed a lot of other heroes and lineups that I have on our previous update. If you haven't seen our previous update, kindly click on the upper right corner of your screen and check out our previous update so that you can compare our current status in the game and our last. And if you already have, let's go on with the video. So first off, before we proceed with our account update, kindly do like this video and share it with your friends so it could help out in the algorithm. And if you like Age of Empires Mobile and this is your first time here and you find this video helpful to you, kindly do subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you will always be updated as soon as we have any news, announcement, or hot topic, and also if we are going to upload any videos or we're going on live.
Eniba is your go-to digital store for games, gift cards, game points, and top-ups. And with TITOBODS special link, you can get up to 20% cashback on Age of Empires Mobile products, only on the marketplace. Eniba, the fastest growing marketplace for gamers. Ahoo!
So first off, I want to show you is my main build. So let's head on first here in the Mightiest Troop. So this is the current build that I have. If you have noticed, this one is quite far from my build last time because I really want to check which of the two builds that I already have will actually satisfy my hunger for blood. I want to fight, especially in the field. So I actually now have the data that I really want to share with you guys if you want. And actually, I really wanted this better than what I have with Yodit. Maybe because Lagertha before is not yet 5-star, but I'm still going to check out Yodit's build next week when we have more scrolls so that we can change the build. We're going to use our Yodit build as what we have on the other video. And now I tried this one in the PvP and there was a problem with the build. And I just changed one ring and then I lost on the previous hero that I faced off earlier. So this is my build for my current lineup. So we have Miyamoto over here with a Fearless Strike and Earth Crush. I know that Earth Crush or Fearless Strike is hard to follow up at the same time. We're going to miss like a few damage from the Furious Charge. But this one works well for me. Then you're going to ask why I have this ring with me. So the Shark's ring really help with the heals of the enemy. So it will negate some effect of the heal from your enemy, especially if you hit like around 30 or 40 stacks in here. So it really depends on the level of your Ring of Shark. But right now, it really helps me a lot, especially most of the lineups now have healers on their side. And it works well against the lineup of Cyrus. If you are going to check my previous live stream during the war, I have used this lineup. And if you haven't yet, kindly click on the link that will appear on the right side of your screen. And now we got here Tribhuwana. So this is my build for Tribhuwana. I have no other option but to make her as tanky as I can. So we have here the fortification and also the bloodthirst for additional heal. It really works well together. And also additional Ring of Clover so that I have a little bit of tankiness for my lineup. Then for our Lagertha, this is my build. So we have here the Raging Bloodline. Then also another Bloodthirst because it really helps. And especially since we are now 5 stars, we have a heal every time we do a damage amplification against the enemy. So this is my ring build for her because I need a little bit of tankiness, especially every time that I kill someone and then I re-engage, I will have another defense from the Ring of Tranquil Water. I didn't really change any gems at the moment. If you have watched my previous video, it still has the same gems. And if you're going to ask me, the gem build that I have right now on them is actually the most balanced gem build that I ever have in my account. Because after a few months, I just realized that I need to change something on my gem build. And actually, it worked. So if you have been watching me for a while now, you know that I really love also Warrior Pikemans, second to my Warrior Swords. But since the meta shifted to Ramesses, I kinda put them first instead of my Warrior Pikemans. Now, I'm actually starting off again my Warrior Pikeman builds. So this is what I have right now. So my current build is actually one of my videos. If you haven't seen yet my Pikeman build on my video, kindly click on the link on the description that you will see my Cyrus Fantastic build, which is consist of almost two versions of build. I also included which ring should go for which heroes or depending on the lineup and the build. So I hope that will help you with your Warrior Pikeman. So we have here Cyrus. This is my build for him. I kinda lean more towards health because I really need them to be tanky. They are like my tankiest build, even though they are not yet 5-star. Look at Cyrus, still at 3 stars. Then this is my Frederick coming from the ashes. So I haven't really changed anything from him. Still at 3 stars since season 1. And then I used my Ring of Falcon as I have said on my previous guide for the Pikeman. So I used this. Then I kind of changed the tenacity from my metal because Peaceful Haven actually triggers even if you don't have the metal. So if your Mansa has the metal, it will actually work fine. Now the difference is that we have metal already on our Mansa Musa. And there are a few times wherein I noticed on my data against the tribal chips that sometimes when the heals triggers at the same time, the trigger heal of the Pledge of Victory doesn't really give you any heals anymore. I don't know why, but there are like 3 or 4 instances out of, let's say, 20 or 30 times that I have tried it, that the heal from the Pledge of Victory, which is his signature skill and the only heal for 2 minutes on him, didn't actually work. So that's why I kind of limited my metal and then instead chose tenacity over metal for Frederick. Now, I choose metal specifically for Mansa Musa because metal actually scales from bonus might and bonus armor. Now, tenacity scales from just armor. So honestly, the only way I can use up every scale that this tenacity has is to put it or place it on Freddy because Freddy has more armor. So you can see Freddy has 229.6 and the escalation of his armor is actually 0.83. We have the armor of your Mansa Musa at 196.23 at 0.8. Now the thing is, Mansa Musa has good might. That's why the metal part will work on him for might and armor. If we're going to use Freddy on the other hand, we have a little bit of might only. And if we're going to use tenacity on your Mansa Musa, it will not have that much of a bonus when it comes to armor. So this is actually my build. Since I already have my Tranquil with my main march, I use the Ring of Badger. Specifically for this lineup, since they are always up against, let's say, other heroes with normal attacks like swords, and also secondary skills like warrior cabs or any cabs or archers. So they have secondary skills. So I use the Ring of Badger instead, and it works really good. So there you have it. I also have changed my Cavalry March for now since I haven't yet upgraded Lubu and I'm kind of focusing now on my Pikemen. So I kind of revived my Martial Pikes. So my Martial Pikes right now is actually not Julius. Although Julius is 5 stars, I don't need the damage from Julius or any of his skills. What I need is sustainability for my March, sustainability for my overall troops, especially in the PvP, in the battlefield. So instead of using them now on the rallies, since I am not the rally leader anymore, I am going to use them in the battlefield. So what I did was a battlefield build. So those are a different type of build than the rally build because you can actually do a rally build lineup for this Martial Pikes, which is actually 100% the best when it comes to the rallies. But you can also use this lineup as a field fighter. So what I did was, my Ramkamheng is the main hero or the main commander. Then I placed in the Ring of Lion since I don't have any other rings to put on, and in my opinion the Ring of Lion is the next one on the lineup. I also don't have the Ring of Sage. That's why the Ring of Lion is my only choice right now. So these are my builds for him. We have Savage and the War Elephant. So this actually gives me more tankiness and then at the same time helps my other troops to deal damage to the enemy because of the negative armor amplification of the ring or the skills Savage. So if you're going to notice, we have attack here, might here, and this is actually not the final build. I just don't have other gems to place on them right now, so I will not tackle the gems right now for this lineup. So next up, I have Tomaris. If you guys have already forgot about Tomaris, Tomaris is actually a good hero. Although my main problem with her is the tenacity because she has only a few armor, like 0.57 scaling of armor is really bad. And I know that tenacity won't work well, but the thing is she doesn't really have any other heals. And I don't really have any other choice to get a source of heal. But the thing is we have the Ring of Lily on her, so at least I have some other form of heal. As I've said, this lineup's only purpose is to sustain in the battlefield and to stay alive as long as they can. So this is my build for them. Then my last is Octavian. So what Octavian does in this lineup is to just sustain damage so that you at least deal damage on the enemy while the other heroes are fighting the other troops. So if ever Auto or let's say Qin Huang is really good, I will upgrade or update this lineup for you guys. I will still do other tests on the heroes, which can actually help me decide if ever I'm going on a separate route. So as you've watched me from my previous video, I always like testing out heroes or doing unconventional builds. So that's what I really like to do. So I just want to show you some of my fight progressions from the PvP. So as you can see, if you're going to check out, my most of my antagonists are usually Apacos versions, and then Ipo, Spectre. So those are actually some of my opponent usually because they have the same level of research and everything, same as mine. But now I am actually trying to leap out from that level, and I want to check if my builds are actually working. So what I did was I now trying to test out my builds on the same hero or the same player. As you can see here, I have tried it multiple times on Barnacles. Before, I cannot really defeat him even once, not once, because he has a really solid group and a really solid research and renovations and other stuff. But now, as you can see, we are winning 1 every 3 and then at least 1 every 2. And we also did try it on Nef, but this time I only did manage to kill 1 of his troop, but before I really can't kill even 1 of his troop, but at least now I can see a progress from our previous status or level in the game. So anyway, here on the time I won against Manacles, my rings are with the Tranquil for my Lagertha. That's the only thing I changed. And then when I changed it to another ring, and then I faced off against Manacles again so that I can know or I can differentiate the level of the power and the defense. So you can really see that there is actually a difference when it comes to the value of the Tranquil ring. So it's defense over attack because we have the Scourging Flame on our last fight. It really helps on the damage, but the thing is when I was attacked, my health bar really fades up quicker than I anticipated. That's why I will never change my Tranquil ring again out of my swordsman march or my main march because it really helps a lot. And my tank really has a good rings already with the badgers and other rings that I have with them, so they are really tanky as they can be right now. So when they hit 5 stars, because they're the next heroes or the next lineup that I'm going to level up when it comes to the stars, I think they're going to be more tanky. So we have already town center at level 3 right now. If you have checked my other videos before, it is 0 level 0 because we only got this like 2 weeks ago. So our war hole at level 2 renovation now, coming to level 3 after 73 days. We have swordsman barracks level 3, level 1 archer range, and currently going to level up tomorrow the pikeman barracks so that we also have points for the MGE. Then hospital level 2. And then our mercenary camp is not yet leveled, and sorry, the university is not yet leveled because we still don't need that one. I think that's about it with my current updates on my heroes. And of course, the next time I'm going to make a video about the MGE progression, how you do prepare, and how you do the dailies for the 7 days of the MGE. If ever I miss anything out on my account preview, just let me know in the comment section down below, or if you have any other questions, any thoughts, ideas, or recommendations, kindly leave them out in the comments. And if you like this video, kindly give us a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel and you like our content, kindly do subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, so that you will always be notified soon as we have any news, update, announcements, or any hot topic and new uploads in the game, and if we are going on live. And as always guys, thank you for watching the video. This is your TITOBODS and I will see you in the next one.